Hello, I'm Mark Barbour, curator at the Printing Museum here in Carson, California, near Los Angeles. Highlighting our collections, our series is called The Power of the Press. We're still focused in on the small power of the press, the little presses. And today, you just want to take a look at what everybody describes as cute, these small little presses. And this is now moving really towards the amateur side of printing for young boys and even some girls. From the 1870s through about 1900, 1920. And these small little presses will be marketed to children. And it's a variation on a theme. I mean, it's just same function. These are real tabletop versions of the big printing presses that called platen presses that came out in the 1860s. Except the big ones have a flywheel on them, and they'll print up to 8.5 by 11 by 17 sheets of paper, big presses. And these are just the little guys. What do we have here? And they look literally, I mean, to my wife, these are all the same. But we collectors, we look for every little difference here. So here, this one is the Bonanza, and you can see on the handle, we got the loop going on that side. You got beautiful little decoration, the painting on it, the Japanning. And this you would swear is the same press, but it's not. So notice the loop, the opening on the handle is in that direction. And then you have we call them rail presses is the name that in the collecting field we call these rail presses. Some people like to refer to them as salesman's models. They were not salesman's models. This is not a miniature version of a commercially offered machine. These are specifically marketed to the amateur and the use by kids primarily. Not even as much for office printing. They're just a little too small to be doing much. I mean, you're literally just going to print a calling card on one of these guys. This is a C shape on that. Great detailing. Now, when you bought these, they would advertise these presses in the back of boys' magazines and activities, general magazines. They have different products there, a page of different things, and there'll be an ad for these small printing presses. They also would give them away as prizes for competing in a competition, and they would show up. And this is probably the best part, and the rarest of this is getting them in their original box. I mean, you talk about something that's sexy and amazing. That's the box for the Bonanza. So we have the Bonanza out here, but it comes in this beautiful dovetail box. These things rarely ever survive. And the labels are great on the front. The big Bonanza printing press. You get type and case and all the stuff. A complete printing outfit. Let's open this one up. Got our dovetail lid. Oh, you can see here we've got our tray. Oh, there's the press. This typecase contains a full font of grotesque. That's the name of the font. Including capitals and small letters. Stylish printing may be done. And they give you an example of that, so we can open that up. So there's our font of type. If we lift that up, we're going to see the actual type that's in there. And they would also sell in there some tweezers. This one's missing the tweezers, but we have the tweezer box. Isn't that neat? And the type itself, most people have never even seen this. This is half-size type. They would cast it, and it's literally half the size of regular printing type, so you can print in an even smaller format in there. That's why you need the tweezers to get your type out. Here's a piece that came with it. To the owner of this printing outfit, fill in the form below. And we'll send you some samples of all the beautiful cards that we offer in our catalog. You'll get a sample set of it from the Acme Manufacturing Company, 44 Murray Street in New York, but you have to use their coupon in the back. I don't think they're still in business. I'm not going to be able to get any cards for that. And here's the other fun gem in this one. Let's see what we got. It's a few of the pieces of the printing. Really bad printing too, but they make it look like this is so easy to work these presses. And I venture to guess that they were used a handful of times and then they ended up in an attic. And that's where they lived and survived. So the owner of this press, and this might be the guy's name, Edward Lingen. Edward Lingen. I can barely read the back of his name there with his type. Oh, and let's get the press out. Let's see how it looks in comparison to the other one. There's your ink roller for the top. Little brayer. Okay. So it is a different variation on the other Bonanza. And there's the type. Let's see if we can see that in there. There she is. Get your little type into a type holder. Oftentimes these type holders themselves disappear. So it's nice to get one that's still complete. Now that makes a great Christmas gift, don't you think? Any gift, any time of year for me. I'll certainly take one of these guys. Need to get my brayer worked on. And I've tried printing on these guys. They don't print so well, but hey, good for your calling cards or trying to print some for the business guy down the street and get his own little cards. Or you're at school, how many times did you wish you had your calling card to present to your friends? Well, in the 19th century, you could do it.